Good evening. My name is Victor Garcia, and this is my personal narrative speech submission for summer 2019, speech 120. It was a summer day. I remember I was a young kid. I always wanted to explore and do stuff with my brothers. This was the perfect opportunity for that. I remember we woke up early in the morning, and we were ready to get out there. My backyard was a hillside. There was overgrown trees, overgrown brush, even trash left from previous tenants, previous animals that would go around in that section of the hillside. Um, so me and my brothers got up. We put on our shoes, getting ready to go out there. I was super excited because, as the smallest of the three, I was always hoping to be included in my brother's activities, and this was something I was super pumped about. So we got out there. I remember my dad, he likes to do handyman stuff, so he was working on the house. In the background, you could hear his drills going, his saws going. So we got to hiking, me and my brothers did. Um, we started off with, trying to find the biggest stick to hike, trying to compete who could find the coolest stuff. I remember just grinning the whole time. I was super excited to be part of the group. Um, and then as the last time we wanted to go one last time around the hill, I remember we took a different route. And this one was something we had never done before. So we went and we were finding all kinds of crazy cool stuff. And I remember out of nowhere, the mood changed and it got real quiet. And it seemed like something was happening. As soon as that happened, I remember hearing a buzzing sound like a couple of gazoos going off at once. And I looked down, and there at my foot was a beehive, and all the bees started swarming out of it. That's when me and my brother started running for the house. I remember screaming out for my parents. My dad stopped working. My mom came out, grabbed the hosed us off. I remember it so vividly. And then as we were getting hosed off, I remember the sheer terror we had. It was panic. So, my parents hosed us off, tried to get the bees out of our hairs, all that kind of stuff. They threw us in the shower, hoping the warm water would help us, with our wounds, just make us feel better. After that, my dad, he went out. He got us a couple of Big Macs. He rented us a movie, The Land Before Time, I remember it was. And I remember eating in bed with my two brothers along. I remember still thinking about the whole day, and I remember smiling, even though we had just experienced something crazy. So I remember that I kept smiling as I was watching the movie with the hamburger bigger than I could even fit in my mouth. And I remember how excited I was, and even though we had just experienced this, I remember I had a blast. So the moral of this story is that we have to be adventurous, even though we don't know what might happen, what might come of it. Even though sometimes we're scared, life is too short to not take those risks, to not try to discover ourselves physically, emotionally, mentally. And that's still something I think about to this day, that because me and my brothers have that memory that we share and we laugh about it, and I wouldn't change it for the world, no matter how frightened I was at the time or how much it hurt. It was awesome, and I always look back at it with my brothers, and I think we all feel the same way. So yeah, be adventurous, and don't let anything stop you, even if you're scared.